70 times. I've only played that 7-4 one time. That's actually kind of funny now that I think about it. Like, keep 7-4 away from me. I'll take the end level. I'll take the boss level any day of the week. But 7-4 is not. You can take back 7-4. No, thank you. Alright, we're starting. Good evening, everybody. My name is Axel Lazuli. Welcome back. Happy ending days of Mario 35. I'm going to be offering a few tips and tricks while I play tonight, so if you are currently trying to get better in the last few weeks here left of Mario 35's, I don't even know why they're getting rid of it. It just makes no sense. This is such a good little game. It's such a good little thing to do in between tasks. It's just great for just reflexes, and I don't understand why they're getting rid of it. In fact, I don't understand why they wouldn't even improve upon it, like a spectator mode that you can access anytime. As of right now, you can only play spectator mode, unfortunately, when you lose, which means people like me, Axel, no bragging. People like me don't always get to spectate very often because I'm usually one of the last two people standing lately. So, but yeah, I'm going to be offering you a few tips and tricks. First and foremost, I would start off by targeting random up until you get about to 10 people down. Another thing I would choose, always, if you can, unless you're doing the special mode, the little competitions that they offer, I would also always start off with a fire flower. That's one of hashtag Axel tips. There you go. Don't actually put that in as a hashtag. Don't do that. Don't teabag your enemies. Don't stand there for too long. Another tip I can have, I was talking earlier to my good friend Lisa, and she was just like, Axel, how do you do it? How do you do this? This is hard. You know, I thought it was hard too when I first started playing, even just picking it up casually, and you develop sort of a very fluid motion the more you replay and unlock levels, so you know, you begin to get like into patterns, like that's a pattern for me, jumping on this brick for 1-4. I can complete stage 1-4 in my sleep. And jump. How is everybody today? Okay. And you get into the habit of, see, I knew he was gonna jump, so the biggest thing I could encourage you to keep an eye on is your time. Time and coins really determine, alongside level, unless you're closely matched and you get in the last two places, unless you're closely matched with that last person that you're competing against, time and coins are really gonna more often than not determine your victory. So if you can stack up a lot of coins and a lot of time, learn where these hidden mushrooms are, because they're literally worth 20 seconds. Get in the habit of stacking. I call this stacking. When you jump, you stack your jumps. The longer you can chain those jumps, stack those jumps, just see I'm stacking these jumps, the longer you can do that, the more time you're gonna build. So anytime, that's another reason I target random up until we get about 10 people. And random, I've noticed, has given me the best shot in terms of knocking people out. As often as you can, when you can be the direct cause of why another player has been knocked out, that will give you, like I just did, you just saw a bunch of coins and time fly across the screen. That's gonna give you an edge. Like, at the end of the day, that can even help you beat out, if it's down between you and one other person, that can help you beat out, that can help you beat out that last person, especially if their level is higher than yours. Alright.
Hell yeah! Fucking beat his ass, dude!
I'm trying, but okay, here we
go.
go.
Over there, beat his fiery breath ass.
You know, and the best thing is if you have the surplus of coins, getting into these little skirmishes where you're just flanked by a bunch of Bowsers, it won't be a problem. Like, look at this. I could easily take my chance and roll the dice. Oop, I asked for that.
Get up in his ass and beat his...
Alright, 8 people left. So I just knocked out another person. 8 people left. I'm gonna 7 people now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to most coins. So now we're gonna be attacking the person with the most coins.
Beat his stank booty ass.
I am. He's going down. So it's gonna be it. Alright, so that's another tip for you. Oh, don't do that. That's not a good tip. Again, I'm chaining these Goombas. As often as you can chain these Goombas. Chain, chain, chain. This is just Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Just wrap it up. So, there we go. Grab that mushroom. Level 1-1 is your friend. I can't encourage that enough. And I'm going to tell you why as soon as we get to level 1-2. If you can make it to level 1-2 and then find your way to loop back around to level 1-1, level 1-1 is the second best. I mean, you start off on level 1-1, so I mean, there's no reason not to make level 1-1 your friend. But not only that, there are many other levels that are not as ideal. Like, look at this. This is a nice setup. I mean, we got Goombas here, we got coins. It's an easy spot for chaining, but I usually choose to star this. You may see me going out of my way to get those Bowsers, especially if you've been watching me play this long enough, to a point over the last couple months now. You may notice that sometimes I break patterns. I go out of my way for Bowser, and the reason I go out of my way for Bowser is because it's better for Bowser to be in your opponent's field than it is for Bowser to be on your field. So anytime I have an opportunity to send Bowser to take care of somebody, Bowser is my friend. Every problem is an opportunity in this game. So the more you can make problems for your opponents, the more you are likely to come out on top, or at least to get in that top 10, so that really helps. This is Axel's how to get into the top 10 tips and tricks. If you are enjoying so far, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps me out, thanks. Alright, another thing is as often as you can, hold on to the fire flowers. Not just so that we can roast Bowser here and get him out of the way, but also so that we can, when we find another fire flower, we can get those seconds, because it comes down to time. As long as you can, you want to hold on to that 400-second clock. Like, 400 seconds is the max, so as long as I can hold on to this, because at some point, when you and your opponents have stayed on the field too long, the counter will turn red. Now that can happen for a variety of reasons. Sometimes I've had it happen when I've gotten down to just 2 players, and sometimes I've had it happen when there's only just, there's like, you know, 12 of us. So it just depends on how long it's taken me to knock the other players out. The longer it takes you, the more likely you are to see a red, those red countdowns. So that's why having 400 seconds and a nice surplus of coins, the sooner the better. The sooner you can build up those resources, the better. Because, no, he got me, alright. Let's go ahead and sit up here real quick. There we go. Alright, that's nice. Now, those POW blocks are your friends, especially when the clock turns red. The reason is because as soon as the clock turns red and your clock starts to count down super fast, that means that you need to be able to get seconds back in that clock, back in your pocket, as fast as you possibly freaking can. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. And the reason that is because you can't, it just goes down so rapidly that it's hard to replenish those seconds on your clock. It's hard to replenish your time. So if you've got a mushroom, not a mushroom, a star, or a POW block, that is a rapid fire way to get those seconds back in the clock. See, I mean, look how fast and easy that was. Alright, we're down to 4 people left. And then I will see who we got in tonight. Alright. This is a bit of a tight squeeze. Yeah, I'm gonna say I need those fire flowers. This is another reason fire flowers are so important. Alright, Bowser. I don't know what you're doing here, but you gotta get out now. Alright. Okay, we've got 390 seconds on the clock. I'm trying to chain these Goombas in this very tight passageway. I'm hoping... nope. Alright, and I'll take that. That's the easy way out, but I'll take it. I prefer to chain. The problem with stars is that they don't allow you to, they don't allow you to chain. But I'm back at 400 seconds, so that doesn't matter. Oop. This is one of my favorite levels, and you can see why. Look at all those seconds I'm racking up needlessly, but hey, it helps. I'd rather be 400 excessive than not have enough. So, yeah, that was a... Get good at that! Tip number whatever. Get good at playing ball with the shells. Get good at making that shell your soccer ball. Alright, I'll take that, and the reason being is I want to get these guys out of my way. Nope. Well, at least I got the Koopa out of the way. Alright, Bowser, you could stay up there, my guy. Okay, oh, alright. That wasn't very nice. Alright. Ooh, that was close! That was really close. Here's another tip for you. When you're tiny and you're running stars and you have the excess coins, start hitting that roulette, because you do not want to come out of that invincible mode tiny. You don't want to do it. You're putting yourself at risk needlessly. And a lot of doing well in this game is about risk aversion. So that's another reason I try to keep Bowser off the field and back in their fields. And because when I send Bowsers to other people, it makes it, okay, there, our clock is red. It makes it more likely that I'm going to get Bowser back, which is good because then I can send him to the player that is the most unsuspecting. I'm trying to make conditions unideal for the other people. That's the name of the game. How can I be faster and make conditions not as ideal for other people? So that's fine. I know there's a fire flower right in that box, so I don't need to panic here. Okay, 309. Okay, still good. I could use a fire flower, especially. We're down to 3 people now, so follow these tips. They will help you get into the top 10, especially with practice. As you become more familiar with the stages, it gets a lot easier. Okay, and stars. Here's another reason why when your clock is red and your seconds are passing rapidly. Ooh, hammer bros are another one. That's another tip I've got for you. Anytime I can send a hammer bro back at the other players, I do it. You may notice I'm back to attacking after about, when we get down to 12 people, I set my preference to send enemies back to the people with the most coins. Because again, I'm trying to make conditions unfavorable for the other players. I want them to be overwhelmed by the sheer massive number of enemies. So that's another reason why for as long as you can stomach it, the sooner you can. After about 15 players, 12 to 15 players, I switch to most coins. Alright, I did not mean to hold down L, but apparently I'm holding down L. I'm so used to holding down L to get Luigi that I just hold it while I'm playing now. Alright, and there's gonna be a star in here. Nope, it's the other box. And that's another reason you should memorize level layouts as often as you can, because then you know where you're going to find your resources. I generally know where to find secret stars and secret places. If you watch me long enough, I'll point those out for you, in case you're looking for them. Pow block, that helps. Alright, I'm gonna take my opportunity now. I know my seconds are counting down, but I don't want to get too overwhelmed by enemies. Alright, let's grab this mushroom. And Hammer Bros. This is a great place to use a star. Ooh, no, ow. Oh, there's gonna be a mosh pit of enemies over there. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take my chances. Alright, perfect. Let me go ahead and load up the chat so I can see what you guys are up to. Hey, Sonic Stefan! What's up? Hi, TCG Mike. How you doing tonight? Alright, I'll take that fire flower. I'm down to 3 people, so you may notice I start using my coins. I don't have as many coins built up. Ideally, when I am, by the time I have it down to 2 people, myself and 1 other person, well, technically 2 other people, they show you that number in the right-hand corner does not include you. So even though it may say there's 3 people, there's actually 4 of us, myself included. So when I say 2 people, I really mean 3. When I have it down to 3 other players, when that number in the top right-hand corner reads 2, I preferably like to have at least 200 coins. That tends to be favorable Axel. Axel's gonna win when Axel has about 200 coins. If I don't have 200 coins going in, that's a problem. It's a lot harder to gain value when your clock is running down, because you're fighting against the clock and you don't really have time to be wasting to keep hitting that coin box. So you watched me just complete a coin box all the way. That's not normally what I would do, but you have to weigh it, you know, the odds of me running out of time versus not having any coins. Not having enough coins means I'm not going to be able to take #1 spot. So you kind of have to take your chances, you know, take your chance, pick your dance. Alright. Lots of Goombas. We like to see that. We do not like Cheep Cheeps, but I do like sending Cheep Cheeps to other people because I've noticed Cheep Cheeps and bloopers, the other players generally find them unsuspecting. There we go. Alright, #1. The other players generally find bloopers and Cheep Cheeps very unsuspecting. So if I'm feeling particularly feisty and want to be real mean, I'll pick my primary level at the beginning to be one of the water levels, but that's also a double-edged sword because if I get caught in a situation where I don't have a fire flower or enough coins to go ahead and keep re-rolling to get a star, the water level can turn into a double-edged sword. So as much fun as it is to send bloopers and cheap cheats at other people, I don't normally choose to do that because the one level I like to pick is a nice open flat plane that offers me a chance to send cheap cheeps to people. So cheap cheeps are the fish, for those of you that may not know. All right, number 1, we did it. Thank you, Sonic Stefan. Thanks, guys. Let's see if I missed anything. Hey, Emilio, it's okay. It's alright that you missed the Mario video. That's why they're always, they're in the catalog. I try to keep the playlist updated for you guys so you can always go back and check those out. But it's good to see you. Exactly, Bowser farting out lava. That sounds like a bad time. I'm doing good, Cooper. So this is the level I personally like to pick. Speaking of cheap cheeps, little fish, I do not like to start on 2-2. Sometimes I get a little feisty, but usually 2-3. You can see I've completed level 2-3 70 times. That's, I mean, you know, compared to the, well, actually I've completed this one 87, but I like to start off on 2-3 because it gives me a chance to send fish at people because the fish jump out of the water. And when other players encounter the fish and bloopers in non-water levels, which as you can see, most of the levels are non-water levels, I have a greater chance at sending those to people who are not suspecting them, which is good because it gets in their way and it eats up seconds, it eats up resources, and it gives me a chance to come out in a better situation than it does them. So there you have it. Alright. Hey Shanice, good to see you. Hey Kels. Kels, you can get updates on what's being played and schedule changes on Twitter. So if you're not currently following me on Twitter, then that will change. Sometimes things change based on schedule availability. So I stream Sonic Generations with Moogie Mikey, and he is currently completing a project that needs to be, his deadline's under crunch time. So that's Mario 35 got put up today, got picked up for priority, and you can follow me on Twitter to always be up to date on those schedule changes and anything that, if unexpected or is otherwise just changes, then you'll know. Tends to be the, and in the Discord, of course. The Discord actually knows even before Twitter. So if you guys really wanna get the scoop, you can join my Sushi Cat Bento Box community if you're not already a part of the Discord. I'm gonna have one of my mods link that for you. We have an awesome community full of artists and gamers. So if that sounds like something you'd like to get into and meet some new people or meet my regulars here in the stream, you can check that out. Yeah, the Discord's really where everybody knows, like, they're the first people to know if I'm, like, not feeling well or something. If for some reason the schedule is changing. You do need to have Twitter to join the Discord. I need to put that out there. You need to be following me on Twitter in order to join the Discord. It is a fan Discord, so. Otherwise, if you don't have Twitter, you can still look at my schedule. It's usually the pinned tweet each week, and then in that thread, if there's any changes, I usually do. I'm usually pretty quick about letting you guys know if there are any schedule changes. Hey Art Hammond, how you doing? I was just giving people tips as I'm playing through here, so you'll notice I'm still attacking random, and again, the reason I choose to start off on random is because it gives me the greatest opportunity to knock other players out. The fastest I can knock the other players out, it does two things for me when I can knock people out quickly. Number one, it cuts down on the chances that I'm gonna run into the red timer where I have to struggle against, you know, a race for survival and an onslaught of enemies against other players. And two, in addition to doing that for me, it allows me to get additional resources that can help me to make up for level differences. If it comes down between me and two other people, I've noticed that it tends to be, if it's you and one other person standing, it tends to come down to level. I can't prove this, it's just anecdotal evidence of what I've observed. So that tends to be what is the determining factor in your last, like, if it's coming down between me and George is like got 2 stars next to his name versus I've only got 1. I'm level 120 something now, I think. I don't even know what level I am. I'm in level the 100s though, so if it's somebody above level, by me knocking out a bunch of people early on in game, and by keeping it set to random up until there's about 12 people left up in that right-hand corner, it allows me to bridge that level gap difference. It makes it more likely that if it comes down between me and that other person, Axel's gonna be the victor, because Axel's knocked out more people than level 200 and something George. So now, of course, it is random, so I'm attacking random, it's always gonna be. But I've just had better luck. I've had better luck with keeping it set to random until there's about 12 people. There we go. So now that we're down to 12 people, I'm gonna switch that over to coins. Now I'm attacking the person with the most coins. And I'm sitting about where I like to sit at about 169 coins. I'm on track to have those 200 coins I'd like to have before we get to between me and 3 other people. By the time there's 3 other players on the board, I like to make sure that I have at least 200 coins. And again, always get in the habit of chaining these Goombas. I take level 1-1 as a great opportunity to chain Goombas. You want to chain because you want to keep up that time. Keeping up the time and managing your coin resources are everything in this game. You know, it is about resource management. As much as this looks like just a fun, competitive platformer, it's not. It is about resource management. So the better you can manage these resources, it's about knowing when to get coins. Obviously, right now is a great opportunity to get coins because there's 9 people on the board. And my time isn't red. I'm not on a time penalty. I'm not being attacked. So by the clock, so it's a great opportunity for me to stop and smell the fire flowers and get all of those coins that I'm gonna need to be successful. Because again, if it comes down to it and I have to survive and my time is being attacked, meaning the clock in the right hand corner starts turning red and it starts counting down like really fast, and you know, the panic starts to set in, I have a greater chance of using those coins, again, resource management, to get a POW blocker, to get a much needed star, to tear through the onslaught of enemies, because when your clock turns red, you don't really have time for chaining anymore. you have to just keep running. Get the star! Go! You know, at that point, it's not about chaining. Chaining is early game. I mean, sure, chaining is always useful, but yeah, at a certain point, there's so many enemies, and some stages just don't allow for chaining. This is always... There we go. I always question myself if that's even worth getting. It takes me more seconds sometimes to get that damn thing than it does to even... And a choice between 5-1 or 1-1 depends on my mood. I'm gonna choose 5-1 for variety, but usually I would choose 1-1 if I'm playing by myself. But 5-1 is great for these open fields. Again, anytime you can chain, you can use Koopa shells to chain too, and these are great areas to chain because, as you can see, there's an abundance of enemies, and there's not a lot of obstacles. Here is a star. Knowing where those stars are, again, knowing where your resources are, is really helpful. The better you get at these stages, the more likely you are to know that, for example, there's a life here, and that's going to give me 20 seconds. So. Boom. Jump. Jump. There, here we go. Got that nice chain. Gotta stop that fire flower. Got a bunch of enemies here at the end. Okay, I think we're gonna take number 1 again. This is a great place to chain. Our clock is not red. We've got 7 people on the clock. Again, I've seen the clock turn red, which means you're at a time penalty, which means that you've stayed in the game too long. the game literally starts trying to kick you out. So after a while, if you're taking too long, it's another reason sometimes if I feel like it's taking too long, sometimes I'll even kick it back to random to see if I can send an overwhelming number of enemies at the other player. So especially if I get in a certain it's about reading the situation and resource management. If I get into a situation where I've got a star and there's a bunch of what I call upper tier enemies, like if I see probably about a whole just group of Hammer Brothers, for example, or somehow I end up with a Bowser after Bowser after Bowser, yeah, I might switch it back over to lowest time and send those enemies to just intentionally target the person with the lowest time with a whole bunch of enemies so that it gives me an opportunity to kick that person out and get the resources for kicking them out, so. Alright, there we go. So it's really about... There we go. 5 people. You hear that sound? The music starts changing. we have 6 people, including myself, but I'll take it. So, we are targeting the person with the most coins. That's what we like to see. And then there's a little secret up here. Little star. Helps you bust through these hammer bros. In fact, I won't play through this level without grabbing that star, because that takes practice. That spring, early on when I first started playing that level, I hated it. It was always a guaranteed death for me, because the spring would just get my ass every time. But as I practiced more, I was able to come at it with momentum. Momentum is just the answer there. Now, the hammer bros will chase you. So if you ever get into a situation where you're in Bowser's castle and you have to choose between using those coins to reroll to get a star, like that. See, that hammer got me anyway. In those narrow situations, the hammer bros become a great obstacle, and that's why I like to send them back to people. I will go out of my way to return somebody's hammer bro to them, meaning the grayed out enemies are enemies that have been sent to me. Or if I'm not returning it to them, that means I'm the one dishing it. So, and when you dish it, you better be prepared to get it back, because those 5 hammer bros I sent to somebody, I have to be prepared to deal with. Don't send what you can't handle. Sometimes, if I can avoid it, I will avoid Lakitu. I will avoid sending Lakitu because I don't want them back. I do not like getting Lakitu. You can keep the Lakitu. I do not want them. It depends. I mean, you know, sometimes if there's the game will generate if you've been sent enough Lakitu. I don't feel like playing level 7-3. Let's go to 3-1. Sometimes if you have enough, if someone sent you enough Lakitu, you'll get a wall of Lakitu. And I know you guys have seen that on stream before. For those of you that have watched my past playthroughs of Mario 35, you've seen it, where the game just decides, and it's usually in the last 5 people. I've gotten a lot better at handling it, but it used to be very overwhelming, especially in very narrow spaces, where you'd end up generating just 3 Lakitu, creating just a wall of Lakitu. I hated it. Oh, that's, hold on. No! Oh, that was, I didn't know that was there. That was new for me. I discovered that just now. Well, I'll try to keep that in mind. Sometimes I'll skip those hammer bros, but again, momentum there really helps you get over that spring. Otherwise, it becomes really hard. Alright, we got 4 people left, 5 including myself, so things are going pretty good. Losing your fire flower is not good, but you do the best you can. I like to use these enemies as stair steps if I can. Yeah, Mega Nitro. Everybody's focused. Alright, this is another level where a fire flower really comes in handy. This is the level I selected. This is the level I like to come back to, and it's really great if you can get a fire flower, because, and a star together, because then you're sending, I like to call it I'm going fishing. There we go. That's also a good thing to happen if you can have one of those, if you can get a POW block. I call it going fishing because I'm trying to send as many, the name of the game is sending as many of these fish to other people as possible. That's why I picked this level. And it's great because there's a lot of open spaces too for other enemies just to spawn in that my opponents have sent me, so I can send it back to them in the frenzy of sending these fish at people. The fish are my secret weapon. That's how Axel gets first place. Axel goes fishing. Okay, you see this? You see this? Look at that. No, you guys gotta go. I need a better turnout than this. Alright, there's me and 2 other people now. I don't need a POW block. I need something. Let's go. Alright. I really ideally would like a star. So sometimes I just keep getting handed to me. Alright. Let's go. Alright, we got the fire flower, we got the star, it's the double combo, you're a double threat. You're just coming at them. You are a force to be reckoned with when you come into this level, and you are sending, there we go, number 1. So, ending with 850 coins, 400 seconds on the clock. Woo! Oh my god. Hey Kevin, how you doing tonight, man? It's good to see ya. Yet again, number 1, do we have any questions? Now is a good time for questions. Okay, I knocked 2 people out. That's not my highest in one match, but I'll take it. And that's how you also beat, again, there's some evidence for what I was telling you guys earlier. see that the AK has 2 stars next to their name? That means they're level 233. I'm level 133. Anybody that has a star next to their name means they've lapped 100 that many times. And so, if it came down to it, AK and we were the last 2 people standing. And obviously they've got a lot of experience under their belt too. And the reason it matters that I've knocked out those people is because it gave me that edge that I needed. Otherwise, the clock tends to favor the person with the higher level if it comes down to it. Now, I haven't been able to prove that. It's just something, it seems to be that way when I both observe other matches and because I've played so many matches. So, thank you. Good night, Mega Nitro. I have heard about Friday Night Funk in Week 7. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll be playing more mods tomorrow, and whatever they've dropped, I'll play that too. So, yeah, number 1! I'm Sonic King. Aw, Game Boy, thanks. Why are you so awesome? Practice, practice, practice. Thank you, Shanice. Alright, we're gonna jump back in. We're gonna do another one. I'm holding down L to get my boy Luigi. There is only Luigi. It's not Mario time. It's Luigi time. I know it's Mario's anniversary, but, Mario 35, but I'm playing Luigi 35. I don't know what game you guys are playing. You've been uploading pictures from your phone to your Dropbox? Oh, that's cool. Hey, I love organizing photos. I myself try to organize them. Sometimes it feels a little overwhelming. I take a ton of photos, but you're probably like me, Art Hammond, where you take a ton of photos too. Just of stuff that you find cool, things you want to remember. Alright, we are going. Okay. Yes, exactly. I am Luigi. I know it may look like I'm Fire Mario, but I'm not. If I have the misfortune to be pummeled, you will see that I am the Green Legend himself. I am not Mario. I have not been Mario since I completed all the levels. That is how you unlock Luigi in Mario 35. You have to be level 100, and you have to cross all the stages. You have to beat all the stages at least once, so... Oh, thank you, Bronson. I'm glad you guys enjoy this. I love this game. I am heartbroken they're getting rid of it. People in my Discord sometimes taunt me. They're like, Axel is gonna be gone! Count down the days! Mario's gonna die, Axel! They use my meme channel to drop Mario's dying on April 1st. They torment me, I'm telling ya! All in good fun, all in good fun. But they torment me that this game is leaving. They know how much fun I've had. You guys have watched me climb from can't get first place to it's rare for me to not— oh, that's an alarm. Don't know why I have an alarm set for 10 o'clock, but alright. Whatever needed to be done at 10 o'clock, it's done, I suppose. Alright, 3-2 or 2-2. Let's go for 3-2. I love this level. Here we go. Ready? And then you chase it. You drop it down and you chase it. And look at those seconds. They add up. And then you can jump and chain. And sometimes I get lucky. And there's a lot of Goombas there. So why they're getting rid of this game beats me. I love it. I would keep playing it. They didn't need to hype this. They don't need to get rid of this for me to enjoy it. You know, it's one of those things like, oh, well, Axel, absence makes the heart grow fonder. But it's like, no, actually, though, you're just giving me very limited time to meet my goal of getting all the badges. I need them. I want all of the icons. They do absolutely nothing for me, but yet somehow I need them. I need them, and I need them now. I know this game is awesome, Mike. It really sucks. Yeah, they're getting rid of it, man. End of March, it's going away. That's why I've been playing it so much. I'm like, I gotta enjoy it while it's here. I'm gonna share it with you guys while it's here. We're down to 12 people, so we're gonna switch it now to most coins. And I love this level because, again, it gives me a chance to send to other people that are on land lovers. It gives me a chance to send them enemies that they may not be just expecting, and things like bloopers that get in their way. Sometimes I'll even go out of my way to get the bloopers, just to send them on to the next person so that they can deal with it in a level where there's no water and that they're not expecting. So it's all about creating obstacles for the other players because you want to come out on top. So that's the name of the game. Alright, boom! Here we go, kick it off again. And jump. Okay, see, somebody sent me those, but I know the name of the game. I know to expect these bloopers, and I know how to handle them in most cases. Anytime with bloopers, if you want to wait for them to get lower than you, or you can use an item like I just did. I usually default back on using an item, but if you can get at an angle, get that higher platform, get that higher leverage, then it's just easy. It's a piece of cake. We still got plenty of seconds left, so got a star coming out of the box. I will get these cheap sheeps, and I will send them. Return to sender. You can keep them. I love fish, but I don't like cheap sheeps. I only like sending them to you guys. You haven't played this game yet? Yeah, you should give it a try. Anybody that has a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch online membership, this is free. So, it is a perk. I mean, I guess it's not technically free. You gotta have a Nintendo online membership. But it's worth playing at least once. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I enjoy it very, very much, so. You're running out of time to check it out. I know my good friend Lisa was asking me for tips earlier. So that's why I've been giving out all my secrets this evening. While the game still lasts, get out there! Maybe you'll get put in a room with me. Maybe you can give me a challenge, because I'm running out of challenging people to face. It's getting bad. I'm winning most of the matches I play. Especially if I play earlier in the day, on like Saturdays. And I'm like, oh no, I got put in a room full of youngins that didn't grow up with this game, and I can tell. If I don't even hit the red clock, if I don't even end up with a countdown timer where my time is being attacked, I know I got put in a room full of inexperienced players, which is fine. The newbies, I want the newbies to play the game. I'm glad they have a chance to play this game, but I need challenge. Let me give you my secrets. Ask me questions. Let me help you get better. There we go. Yo, TMT, how you doing? It is dumb. I don't think Disney vaulting this is a good idea either, Art Hammond, and nobody does. I have not met a single person who has said, yes, getting rid of Mario 35 is a fantastic idea. Like, this would cost them probably nothing to maintain. It's such a neat little benefit of having Nintendo Online. This is probably the only benefit they've ever given me that I've really been actually grateful or excited for. I did not expect to like this as much as I do, but hey. I'm kind of a youngin' myself, TMT says. I know the basic plays of Mario. Yeah, well, if I get into a room, a lobby full of people that just, I'm not hitting that red clock and I'm knocking them all out, like right now, it's me and one other person, and this went by pretty freaking quick, and they're probably gonna go down unless I make some kind of fatal mistake. These days, that's the only reason I don't get #1, is because I fall into a pit. It's my own damn demise. I rarely fall out because of time now. So. Retro Mario games are classic, Sonic Stefan. You're absolutely right about that. Back to 1-1. Send me your Bowsers! There's no Bowser! I don't want to say that either, like, I enjoy getting first place, sure, but more than first place, I enjoy a good challenge. I am happy to get second place or third place to a person I feel deserves it. You know, I hate it when I fail myself and I fall into a pit or I do something dumb that's totally avoidable. I hate that. Like, no! I wanted to give that person a challenge. It's even worse when you've got a spectator, because you can see down the lower left-hand corner if somebody's watching you. And, I mean, I don't mind having spectators. I mean, obviously, I'm playing in front of you guys. But sometimes when I do something dumb and I have a spectator, it's even worse. Like, no! Why do you gotta be watching right now? Why you gotta choose me to watch? Alright. I heard that they gave some Disney Vault treatment the official. I about that. I think you're right about that. I picked that up. I was pretty excited to pick that up, so I picked up the special edition. I don't know what's up with Nintendo and the Disney Vault treatment lately. Oh, I got lucky there. Alright, I need something here. Okay, good. I'm like, and done. 3 for 3! First place, baby! I've been practicing. And I just keep running and running. Nice. I didn't get any KOs that time. That's kind of weird. I don't even remember the clock turning red. Did anybody catch that the clock turned red? Yeah, you're right, Mike. At least we can always go back and replay the stream and watch Axel in the game. Aw. Hey, and I got a new icon! Let's go check out my icon collection. Last time we had 13 icons left. I think I've gotten 2 or 3 since then. So, including the one I just got. Let's take a look at that, shall we? You're right, Mike. That's another reason I streamed. I've been streaming it. I really am glad to have a playlist of these streams because I can see progression and I've learned things along the way, and I can go back and watch my very first Mario 35 stream and check out this one, or if I'm sure I'm gonna do another one before the end of the month, before this game goes away forever, and I can see the difference. How hard it was to even get first place back when I had no life shrooms, like no one-ups. It's a silly metric, but I keep track of it. It's a stat. I can show you the stats here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there's those 2 spaces are not. That's it. This is the last. So there's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, there's 9 badges left before the end of the month that we have to get. So that we're gonna make it happen. I keep playing. I play every day for at least a little bit. That's another reason I like this game. It's so easy to pick up and play. And I don't understand why they would get rid of it. So back when I first started streaming this, I had no wins, no first place wins. I don't even think I had any KOs. I'll have to go back and review the stats of that stream. I'm sure I pulled up the stats if I wasn't too shy. Hopefully I wasn't too shy. 1-up mushrooms acquired before I began streaming, I'm pretty certain was 0. Maybe if it certainly wasn't 1,279. So, damn, that's a lot of one-ups. Big ups, that's awesome. Recent results, average ranking 3. So there was the goal. There's the long-term goal that has been, last time it was top 5. At first it was just get a first place victory, then it was get top 10, then it was get top 5, now it's top 3. So if I can keep that average, I think I'm gonna aim before the end of the month for 1. Average ranking 1. So, cross 10 matches. Let's do another one, shall we? That's cool, Brown Ranch Man. I'm glad you got a cool Godzilla figure. Godzilla's been pretty hype lately. It's been a lot of talk about Godzilla. Yeah, and rewatch all the chaos unfold again. Oh, yes. Like the uncut scream. Oh, uncut screams of Mario 35. You should start playing TMT. You should. If they give Mother 3, Art Hammond says the localization, the Disney Vault treatment, I'm gonna be seriously upset. I know. I don't like they've been giving all these Nintendo games the Vault treatment. It makes no sense. Like, it costs you nothing to keep this stuff available digitally. You're already paying for the server space, Nintendo. You already have an online shop, Nintendo. I don't understand. It doesn't make me more likely to buy it. It makes me annoyed, actually, as a consumer. I mean, not that I can do anything about it. I'm not gonna not buy their products, but that's kind of why it just feels weird. We were gonna buy it anyway, Nintendo. Like, you're not Disney. And, you know, even Disney as a streaming service now, where everything is available. You know, like, even Disney's not doing the Disney Vault anymore. It's gonna become the Nintendo Vault after a while, because Nintendo's the only one pulling this crazy bullshit. Just... How was your day today, M Sonic Paint? Did you have a good day? Alright, we're attacking the random. We have 25 people left. There is always a star in here. Grab it. I prepare for the star like this. Some people slide under it. I've watched when I watch other people. Some people slide under it, but I know there's a coin block there over there too, and a hidden fire flower. I don't really stop to get those very often when I play, unless I need it. What's interesting about this game is after a while you develop a rhythm, and you develop a preferred sort of like route just to get through the level. A certain way that you enjoy playing the level that's different from other people. And it's really funny because when I watch other people I don't really get a chance to watch very many people these days, because you can only spectate matches that you lose. And obviously, I'm winning most of the matches I play, so I don't really get to spectate anymore, which is why I wish if they were keeping this around, they would consider adding a spectator mode. I do enjoy watching other people play. I don't just enjoy playing, I enjoy watching other people play this game, because, as I was saying, people do have preferred ways that they get through the level after you've played a level just literally hundreds of times. You have a way that you do it, and other people have a way that they do it. And you'll catch me saying under my breath, like, when I watch these people, why did you choose to get that coin block? You know, why stop to get the hidden coin block? You've already got 500 coins. I'm like, well, maybe that's just what they always do. They're not even necessarily thinking about resource management, because I catch myself doing it too. Sometimes it's about resource management, and sometimes it's just about, well, this is the way I always do it, so why would I do anything differently? Like now. Some people choose to slide under here. Some people will stop and will get this fire flower. Some people stop and they get this coin block. I don't. I just like to go straight for it and grab the life. And some people do all three if they've got the time. But I don't know. To me, I don't have time to stand still and do all that right now. There's better placed coin blocks that just are more, in my opinion, strategically placed. But that's just how I play. So. Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll read that, Mike, okay? Something about your Walmart and Target and GameStop. Woo, hey, Papa Cat, how you doing? Alright. We're down to 12 people, so we're gonna switch it to most coins. So that we can start attacking that person with the most resources if it isn't me. And if it is me, okay. I will attack myself. I will send the enemies back my direction. I can dish what I take, so. And I can take what I dish. Okay, and oop, gotta be fast sometimes. Sometimes I get that last Goomba, sometimes I move on. We're doing pretty good in time, 400 seconds on the clock. It's about to be maxed. We're gonna grab some more coins. And you know what, Art Hammond, back to our conversation, and for everyone, back to our conversation about Disney Vault and Nintendo vaulting these games. You know, to me, it creates a behavior. It encourages people to not trust digital media. Like, I hate to say that, but it encourages people then to just stick with, not that there's anything wrong with vintage collecting, but sometimes I've heard vintage collectors say to me, I want this in print media because then no one can take it from me. And I feel like I'm hearing that more and more often from vintage physical collectors who collect physical media for the sole sake of the fact that they actually own it because of today's licensing environment. So many people feel like they don't really own what they purchase, and rightfully so. I'm not saying they're wrong to feel that way. I think they're absolutely right to feel that way. But the problem is with Nintendo making things just digital vault only, it makes it more likely that people will feel that way, and then they will be less likely. See, there's a Lakitu. It's the first time I've gotten a Lakitu in this level forever. And sometimes when I don't feel like dealing with the bullshit, like now, I just slip down this warp pipe. I rarely use this friggin' warp pipe. And you'll see me, I usually often hit the X button or the L button, whichever, I think, yeah, the L button also hits the roulette to get you an item. I'll often do that before I enter into a new screen or a new level. just walk into the place with a POW. It just depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Alright, there's a secret here. Grab the mushroom. When I get a star in this level, I don't tend to just rush through. Because I'm heading right here. Here's a secret. Again, coins, coins, coins. While you have nearly 400 seconds and your time is not being attacked, stack those coins. Stack them as high as you can. Because when it gets down to it, when it's down to the last 3 people, coins really make a difference. It's the difference between that next POW block to take on the onslaught of enemies that they're sending to you, and the star that you might need to keep that time 1 second ahead up over your opponent, so... I'm doing very well today, Papa Cat. Thank you for asking. I've actually been getting enough sleep lately, so that helps. Alright, down to 8 people. Down to 8 people. Keep stacking these coins. Get these guys out of the way. And sometimes I will slide under here. It's not typical for me, but sometimes I do. Depends on my placement. Grab that, just like sometimes I wait for that mushroom to fall, and sometimes I jump in there and just seize the opportunity. Okay. I always, when I jump that platform, I shoot a fireball because there's more often than not an enemy. Every second counts. Alright, let's talk about this level. Let's talk about this level. So, this level will always spawn with a Locky 2. Use these blocks straight out the gate. You don't have to deal with that bullshit. You deserve a better quality of life in this level than to deal with Locky 2's bullshit. Do not let Locky 2 just push you around. You are in control of the situation. Empower yourself. When you see Locky 2, don't get scared. See, Locky 2's right there. Put yourself in a position where you can hit Locky 2. See that? Don't deal with the bullshit. Just find a higher point of ground, get up there, and shove that fireball in his face and tell him to go home. Because he doesn't, today is not his day. He is not your paparazzi. You send Locky 2 to somebody else, move along. But Locky 2 is not for you. Just fireball his ass into Kingdom Come and move on. And I encourage you to do that in any level where even people send Locky 2s to you. Don't leave them. Don't leave them unattended. Unless it's a really open level. If I can avoid sending Locky 2, I like to, but in that level there's no avoiding. I will not go through the entire level being chased. Locky 2 can kiss my ass. That's not happening. I will not play that level and be chased by Locky 2s the entire time. No. I refuse, and you should refuse too. Yes, that's right. Kingdom Come, Amy. Oh, see? Clock is being attacked with 7 people. Not 3, 7. Means we're all doing pretty damn good, so... Now you're gonna notice me making decisions a little bit differently. I'm not gonna hit all of the coins, for example. I usually won't backtrack when the clock starts getting attacked. I might actually start favoring the slide. I'll actually run and slide. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. You will see me prioritize coins less now. And then I'll also switch it to attackers to make sure that the clock isn't red because I'm the one being attacked by multiple people. You'll also see me stop prioritizing that fire flower if I don't need it. Sometimes I'll even stop prioritizing... Ooh, 8-3 is very tempting, but I'm gonna pass that up today. Sometimes you'll also even see me prioritizing, taking the shortcuts instead of the level select because it seems faster. I could be wrong, but... Ooh, bullet bills. I'll take it. Okay. Why is there a spiny here? Is there a Locky 2 here somewhere? Weird. Must have just been sent to me from an enemy. Okay, down to 6 people. You'll notice me again, for sake of time, I'm not getting all of these coins because our time is being attacked. So I'm gonna go back to attacking the person with the most coins. I don't care about that Locky 2, and if I can help it. Honestly, I'm unfortunately gonna take Locky 2 to the end with me. There is no avoiding getting rid of that Locky 2. More often than not, as much as I say I'd like to get rid of Locky 2, or I prioritize getting rid of Locky 2, the reality is I don't really like to send them to people because I don't like to get them back. So... Oh, that was it. That was all. Alright. Broke our first place strike. Did I say strike? I meant streak. Our first place streak. Hey, I completed the daily objectives. That's good. I'm still in the top 5. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's not gonna bring my ranking down too much. Let me go check. You normally slide as well there, Amy? What does Shanice say? You're not being a Snorlax, Shanice. Okay, we're still average ranking 3. That's good. 2, 2, 2, 9. I don't know where that 9 came from. 3, 2, 1, 1, 5. Alright, let's go ahead and do another one. Where are we in terms of leveling up? We're still quite a ways away from leveling up. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, M Sonic Paint. I think people became far more aware of a lot of franchises and series as a direct result and thanks to Smash Brothers, and I definitely agree. A lot of other fans found out about Smash through Ness's inclusion in Smash Brothers. Hands down, for sure. Exactly, thanks M Sonic Paint. I'll get him next time. I became too tiny. I lost my focus. Okay, we're gonna target the random, keep that on default. It may look like I'm Fire Mario, but I am in fact Fire Luigi. I was holding the L button. If I have the misfortune to take damage, you will see that. I play almost exclusively as Luigi now. He is my favorite Mario brother. Obviously, I respect Mario, but Luigi is my favorite. I'm also a huge fan of Luigi's Mansion. Ooh, there you go. See the coins flying across the page? See that time? That means I knocked somebody out. Yours truly. Hand delivered. I'm glad I could keep you company while you do that, Shanice. I love being here. I love streaming. I love that I can hang out with you guys. I love that I give people something to look forward to. I know some people are looking forward to Sonic right now, so thanks for your patience as we work on making things happen. Mikey's got a huge project he's finishing, so it's gonna be great. It's definitely gonna be worth the wait. Minor inconvenience tonight, it's gonna be so worth it. For those of you who are also fans of his work. Okay, here we go. I'm freaking looking forward to it, honestly. It's really cool. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna take that. No! Oh! Wow! You see that? When I make dumbass mistakes like that, you live for it. You laugh for it. I mean, that never happens anymore. Ever. And, you know, it's funny because if and when it does happen, it's often there. I sometimes misjudge that platform generation. I cut that close so many times in the effort to save time. Oh, am I losing my touch? No. That was a big oof moment. No! Ooh! Just oof! I agree, and Sonic Paint. If Nintendo would actually release the games now, we'd have a way to support the series, and way more people would find out about them. Yes, I agree. If they did marketing, I think they learned a lot from that with the Wii U in terms of like consoles. But I think they could still stand to learn a thing or two about marketing for their actual games and for their franchises. 100% agree. If they release those games now and they build up the marketing fanfare for them, you know, I mean, that's the reason it didn't sell well here to begin with, so I'm told. Everything I've watched and read has suggested that the Mother series, unfortunately, when it landed here, got really weird marketing, and people just didn't understand that it was this really niche RPG, and it's got a cult following that I believe also has the potential to be more than just a cult following. And I definitely think Earthbound could be a great mainline. I definitely think they've got something there. But unfortunately, I don't think they learned from the bad marketing with that game, with that series. It's just, I think they could do it too, and I think they could do it even better. I think they could rectify what they did wrong when they first brought things stateside. I don't understand why they're not hearing us either, but it's very frustrating. Alright, we'll grab this fire flower. We're not gonna jump too soon or miss the platform. We're just gonna... I cannot believe I did that. Alright, knock somebody out. I feel better. My heart is not so broken. Oh, I know, Mike! I too want F-Zero! Yes! F-Zero GX was so much freaking fun, and it's so weird how I first started playing that game. You know, one day my papa just came home and was like, here you guys go, here's a racing game. And I'm usually used to getting games for Christmas or like my birthday, and one day he just kind of came home and here you go! You can play this! It's so funny! It was not normal, and F-Zero GX of all things. It has been 14 years? Holy cow! Oh, don't tell me that, Mike! No! So freaking long ago! Oh, F-Zero GX would do so well today on modern day consoles. They have so much potential that they could do with F-Zero GX, and they could even do things like crossover events, like the Sanrio. Imagine an F-Zero Sanrio crossover, kind of like they're doing in Animal Crossing, or an F-Zero Mario crossover. It would be so much fun. But nope. This is why we can't have nice things. I don't know why we can't have nice things like F-Zero GX remakes. They would make money off it. I don't understand what the problem is. They would actually make money off of it. I mean, I know they only have a limited amount of resources to make things, but considering... I'm not gonna say that. We're not gonna talk about Pokemon. No, Axel. Positivity. Can't say that. Anyway, they have plenty of money. The Switch has been doing very well. I would like to see them take a chance on an F-Zero game or a Mother game. Okay, we're gonna chain. We're almost down to our 12 people coin focus, so... There's been polls what Nintendo fans would like to see back, and F-Zero has been one of them. Yeah, I believe it. F-Zero was really enjoyable. It's actually honestly surprising that it hasn't gotten any kind of re-release or, you know, no new coat of paint, no nothing. It feels like a fever dream. I did not want you to fall on my head, Koopa. That was not very nice. Alright, prioritizing coins. I can understand that. I think they wanted Yokai Watch to be like Pokemon. And I just think what's really weird to me, having been a Pokemon fan as long as I have been, And I'm gonna bring this back to yokai in just a second, so hang tight. I'm gonna make a point, and I will connect it back to what you're saying. And what's really weird to me as a Pokemon fan is that a lot of Pokemon fans are not open to things like Pokemon. They only like Pokemon. They're not open to anything remotely Pocket Monster similar, like, which is weird to me because if you like, it's the reason we have things like Pandora and Spotify, we have services, and even things like Amazon for books recommends things that since you like this, you'll probably like this. But Pokemon fans, myself included, having been a Pokemon fan my entire, long as I can remember, let me back on this cloud, give me these coins. I can say that it was the same thing when Digimon came out. My fellow classmates, when I was very young Axel, young Axel's classmates were like, oh no, you gotta pick Pokemon or Digimon, you can't like both. You know, and they would compare them. And I literally remember this kid in my class making the argument, well, you know, he was a huge Pokemon fan, and I think this was even the kid that would sell the Pokemon cards on the bus, and then one day he's like, Digimon is better, because you saved the world in Digimon. Pokemon, you just catch monsters, and I'm like, yeah, but I enjoy both, so, you know. And I feel like some people, even well into adulthood, still hold that mindset where you have to choose one or the other. Like, what's the problem if I like cake and ice cream? Why do I have to pick? They're both sweet and tasty and delicious. I'm not picking between cake or ice cream, or, you know, cake or brownies. Like, I don't know why I've got sweets in the mind, but I think you get the analogy. I think it works. Like, why do I have to pick between steak and potatoes? I can have steak and potatoes. Ketchup or mayonnaise? Why not have both, you know? Depending on what else we're talking about. Sometimes ketchup and mayonnaise can be a great combo, and sometimes it's not. And I feel like that's what happened with Yokai Watch. I feel like they wanted it to be, well, you like Pokemon, so you'll probably like Yokai Watch. It's different enough to be different, absolutely, but similar enough to be in the ballpark of arguably Pokemon-esque things. And that's what's really interesting to me as a Pokemon fan, is that so many people are not interested in anything but Pokemon. They won't even give it a try. You know, I literally tried to sell people on Yokai Watch too. Hey, it's like Pokemon, and they're like, ew. It's like Pokemon, so ew. What? You know, yet there'd be the first person to turn on to click that recommended video in YouTube. Like, I don't understand why we apply that mindset to some things, but not other things. If you like Pokemon, give Yokai Watch a try. It is enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. Definitely could see what they were going for, and it was definitely not a Pokemon ripoff or a Pokemon replacement. People call anything that's remotely Pokemon-esque a ripoff instead of just seeing it like, I mean, as an imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, first of all. And second of all, Yokai Watch was not, it was very different from Pokemon. It was very different from other Pocket Monster-esque things. The concepts were very different, so thank you for bringing that up, M. Sonic Pain. Yeah, Lucky 2, I'm not dealing with you. See, I refuse. Yeah, you got bounced, man. You can kiss my green trousered ass. I'm gonna get up there and get you, Lucky 2. I'm gonna get you. You ready for this? Come here. Oh, you're gonna get it now. Now I'm gonna bounce on your head personally. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Doomboy, what is that? Is that like an onion sandwich? You trying to give people an onion sandwich? Why? How you doing, Doomboy? You having a good night? Oop, oop, here we go. Ah, man, our time's being attacked. Alright, we're switching it to the most coins now. I'm a little delayed there. We'll talk more about Yokai Watch in just a second. See if we can take another first place victory tonight, shall we? Alright, Mike says it's like a card fight. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! And then people say, nah, I'm sticking with Yu-Gi-Oh! I know! It's like people don't... They're quick to make room in their hearts for any band that sounds like a favorite band. But when it comes to video games or favorite franchises, it's like they can't have more than one favorite thing. I don't understand that mindset. Like, I guess for them it's like, oh, brand loyalty. You know, I'm sticking with Pokemon. I would never like anything that's remotely Pokemon, but yet, it all supports Nintendo. Like, if anything, I hate to say this, but supporting, especially now that Pokemon Sword got so much pushback from fans, there was a very vocal section of the fan base that was just not having Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't think they... I'm hyped. I'm hyped, okay? Start talking about this stuff. We're gonna spectate. We're gonna spectate. So I can talk about this stuff. I think what is really interesting is that they don't recognize that competition breeds quality. It never fails. You wanna make something better, introduce competition. Make it harder for them to continue to be #1, and they will work harder to maintain that #1 spot. And it actually benefits Pokemon fans to like and support Yokai Watch. So you can tell this to every Pokemon fan that you know. If you yourself are a Pokemon fan, think about it. Think about it. How much better would Pokemon Sword and Shield have been if they knew that they had to try to be as innovative as the new Yokai Watch games have been? So... As someone who was never into Pokemon, I was obsessed with Yokai Watch, Red Derp says. That's interesting, Red Derp. What got you into Yokai Watch? What was attractive about the series for you? For me, it was I recognized it was like Pokemon, but different. But even of its own merit without comparing it needlessly to Pokemon, just as its own thing. I just like the concept of the Japanese monsters, like, causing all this strife and finding a solution to those things. I thought it was a really cool, a neat little concept. Ah, Nintendo feels there's nothing to approve in the F-Zero franchise? That's really weird to me, Mike. I think there's a vocal group, there's a vocal crowd saying exactly the opposite. That there are plenty of people that want F-Zero GX. For sure. I agree, I'm Sonic Paint. Mikey's new video, Sonic vs. Pico, it is looking sick, man. If I could tell you, he just finished up an animation of Pico's gun going in circles, and it's so smooth. It looks really good. So, did you see that wall of Locky 2? Don't tolerate that. Don't tolerate that. Can't say too much more about the video. That's all I can say. But you have a lot to look forward to there. I'm looking forward to it. Shanice, did you go to bed yet? Shanice, did you sleep? Did you hit that Snorlax mode? Look at all these Locky 2! Oh! Oh man, maybe it's a good thing I died. Whoa! Look at him ride the wave! I've never seen this before. This is freaking cool. I'm gonna record that for my own purposes. Look at this! Oh! They got a star! They're lucky they got a star. Oh god, and Bowser on top of it all. Jeez! Bronson says too much stuff is ripping off of Pokemon. I think whenever something is successful, Bronson, or someone does something that works, there's always gonna be things that are like it. Like I said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and people also tend to make what they enjoy. So people who enjoy platformer games typically want to make platformer games, and how can you... Pokemon has been so successful that how can you really get too far away from what they've done well? I mean, really think about this. If you were a game maker yourself, you too would want the people that you're making games for to recognize that of course you're not trying to remake Pokemon. Oh, they fell in the pit. Damn, that was the easiest, most avoidable form of death ever. Oh, but it was good. You love to see it. It was good. Yeah, just because things are like something else doesn't mean that they're outright. But yeah, sure, you can recognize when something's outright copying something, but when people won't even give Yokai Watch a try because, quote, is like Pokemon. It's not, actually. As someone who's actually played the games, it's not. It's full of fun, colorful characters, but you don't capture them. For one, you befriend them, and for two, they don't fight like that. It's about compromise, and it's about alignment, and it's also about mini games that you have to do well in. Like, imagine if you had to play a mini game to get your Pokemon to attack. Like, I thought that was really a really unique concept. Just something to think about, Bronson, you know? Like, you want your customers to buy your game and recognize that they already enjoy Pokemon, so they'll probably enjoy this too. And unfortunately, your customers, imagine them just saying, oh no, this is too much like Pokemon. It's like, well yeah, that was kind of the point. I thought you liked Pokemon. It's like, kind of like, imagine a restaurant, let's say Chick-fil-A. I got food on the brain, I must be hungry. Let's talk about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, maybe not Chick-fil-A. Let's go with McDonald's. McDonald's is more universal than Chick-fil-A. So, McDonald's, they go ahead and we know that they've got the Big Mac burger. They've had the Big Mac burger forever. They come out with another burger and they put the Big Mac sauce on it, but it's like a veggie patty. It's a vegetarian Big Mac. Imagine people saying, well, this is just like the Big Mac. Well, yeah, it's a vegetarian Big Mac. Like, it's meant to imitate the Big Mac. It's not meant to replace the Big Mac, because obviously people, you're trying to appeal to a different crowd of people, for one, and maybe the person that likes the Big Mac that was looking for a little something different in their life, they might try it. You never know. You know? So, you never know. I think that's why it's important to try different things, try new things, whether you are a creative person or whether you're a business. Like, it's important to try new things. I didn't try actually no, that's not true. I did try the Travis Scott burger. I didn't order it, Mikey ordered it, but I tried it. I did try it. Alright, we're down to 13 people, so we're gonna switch it to most coins now. There's some Pokemon. Yeah, there are Pokemon based off of yokai. You're right, Amy. And it's like, why should Pokemon have the entire monopoly on Japanese lore? I mean, that's what I really liked about Yokai Watch 2. I felt like it incorporated so much of the Japanese lore that I'm already interested in as a person. So, I mean, I thought it was a really cool concept that they took that and they made it into a game. So, you know, it's not quite like Pokemon in that regard. Some Pokemon are based off of yokai, but... And yokai is the term for spirits, it's not exclusive to the Yokai Watch franchise, just to clarify for anyone that didn't know. Yes! Yeah, I agree, Red Derp, that's really well said. Unless something is straight up plagiarism, yeah, unless they're straight up ripping off. You recognize it too, that's what I'm saying. People recognize when something's straight up plagiarism, but when something is like the second best of a thing, people also try to call the second and third best unique concepts rip-offs, which doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I agree with you. Unless something is straight up plagiarism, I don't mind it being similar to something else I've enjoyed. I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. Even Animal Crossing has a yokai. You're right, Amy. It does. It does have a yokai spirit. I mean, yokai is basically the Japanese word for spirit entity. Like Yamask. Yamask is totally a yokai. The Ninja Turtles ripped a lot off of Daredevil. I never really saw those parallels, Red Derp. That's interesting. I learned so much from you guys. Things I didn't know. Ninja Turtles borrowed a lot, and that's why I use the term borrowing. Rip-off has such a negative connotation to it. I love that Ninja Turtles borrowed a lot off of Daredevil. It's borrowing the concept. Ripping off is when it's absolute more towards plagiarism. Borrowing is when it's some similar concepts. You know, I'm okay with a game that has concepts of capturing creatures and using them to help meet your goals, but then With such a vague description, even Monster Hunter would fit the Pokemon-esque category. And Monster Hunter is not Pokemon-esque like that. Like Super Mario Brothers and Super Gia Sisters, or whatever that game was called. Yeah, it's a similar concept, but with a twist. I mean, people do the same thing in storytelling. We all love a good fairy tale, but, you know, what if you were to find out that Snow White was actually a vampire? Like, no! I get heated in the competition. Thanks. You guys got lucky. Alright, we're gonna spectate a bit. We'll keep talking. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, you're only tired because you work with toddlers that don't listen and they give you a hard time. Yeah, hang in there, Shanice. They'll grow up with develop better listening skills thanks to your influence, okay? You're doing the world a favor. You're doing God's work, Shanice. What about Mario Bros 2? Yeah, I mean, exactly. And that's what's funny is that when we talk about things that are similar or different, it even applies to things that are in the same series. Like, it's the same franchise, it's the same creators. If the second thing is too close to the first thing, it's bad. Like, we don't like that. We want it, you know what? We want it to be different enough to be substantiated to have a reason to exist. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. 2 was what we call here the Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels is a lot harder in Japan. No! I feel bad for them. I hate it when people die to pits. It's the easiest, most avoidable death there is. It's funny watching other people play. Thank you very much, Ghostler, for the $5. Don't mind me. I'm rolling around in my wheelchair. Have fun rolling around in your wheelchair, Ghostler. It's like a ghosty hustler. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy and Sonic Lost World. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for that, Papa Cat. Yamask is based on a Ba, which is Egyptian lore. That's cool. It's really cool that Pokemon is borrowing from... Oh, I've never seen this level stage. Is this level 4 too? I didn't know there was a warp zone in level 4 too. I learned so many things from spectating that I didn't know. That's really honestly how I learned about the 1-up, the secret 1-ups. I didn't even know where to find them at first. I was like, 1-ups? I've never hit a block with a 1-up. Maybe it's random. Then come to find out, nope, they're hidden content. So 4-2 apparently has a level select too. I didn't know that, Papa Cat. It's really cool that Pokemon was borrowing from more than just Japanese lore. I love to see it. So thank you for letting me know that that's not... That was a lot of cheeps they got. Thank you for letting me know that that's not based on Japanese yokai. It just feels... I mean, it's the realm of the spiritual. It felt very yokai-esque. So it's really neat. Shanice says, I'm trying. I'm getting too old to teach toddlers. They think my classroom is a WWE arena. Oh. See, like, this person chooses to hit this coin block. I usually don't unless I'm desperate for coins. To me, this is not the ideal place. Ooh, to get a coin block. I'd rather rush up there with a star with an invincibility exactly to avoid what just happened. Yeah, you never knew that either, Amy? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Hey, what up, Tayshawn? How you doing today? How was your day? We're just spectating here while we talk about things that are like Pokemon that often get criticized for being too much like Pokemon, but yet people are so quick to like musicians that are similar to their favorite musician, or to seek out, if they enjoyed a story, they seek out more stories like it. Yet Pokemon fans seem to be against anything even remotely Pokemon-esque. Like, if you really think about it, Pokemon and Digimon are so different that I think they really only got compared because they have the same target audience. I mean, there's more to love in my book. What? They just skipped up those coins. I guess they just wanted to get rid of some of the enemies that were tailing them. That was weird. Yes, Doomboy, Among Us. I think we're getting we're getting that level update soon. I heard something's happening in Among Us tomorrow, but maybe that's just Twitter speculation. Maybe that may not be true. Oh, okay, there we go. That was the end of that one. Eon for Eon, level 184 took the victory. Very nice. Good stuff. Oh, well, I'm glad that you could join us, Tayshawn. Shanice told Mike he could have all 8 of those kids. Alright, let's try to take on another one, shall we? Let's try to take another one home. I'm glad that you could join us, guys. It's always a pleasure to have you. Yo, Spark. I think everybody's pretty good. Shanice has told us about how she has toddlers doing WWE wrestling in her classroom and she wants them to stop. But other than that, my day was really good. I got some stuff done that I needed to take care of. I have a peace of mind that I didn't have before. So, in some important areas, so that's important. And things are good. I'm glad I got to make my Mario 10 art, guys, yesterday. If you did not see my Mario Day, yesterday was Mario Day. If you did not get to see my Mario art for Mario Day, that's over on Twitter if you're interested. I drew Mario and Luigi as toddlers, and it is a remake of a piece that I made in 2004. It's like the very first thing I ever uploaded to the internet, and I am reworking it to be like in just current day style to showcase just how much improvement and growth I've had since 2004 as an artist. I love it too. I'm gonna draw baby like toddler Yoshi and toddler Peach next. So I've got Mario and Luigi completed, and then I'm gonna finish Peach and Yoshi and make a whole new background and everything. But in order to celebrate Mario Day, I did drop the Mario and Luigi portion of that drawing. And I gave them little flags on their hats, and it was so much fun. You hope I'm gonna celebrate May 4th? May the 4th be with you? Okay, we're not gonna jump into the pit. Always throw fireballs when you get there. There's usually an enemy waiting on the other side. Every second counts. If you guys have any questions about... Yes, Tayshawn, I am doing Friday Night Funkin' tomorrow. Absolutely. I am looking forward to it. I'm actually going to practice the Witty mod. I really want to beat that third one tomorrow, even if it takes me all stream. Just kidding. I won't spend the entire stream on the Witty mod. I had to put it down last week. Yes, I'll be playing more mods tomorrow, and if there's a new week, I'll be playing that too. Oh, when it's May the 4th, you're gonna draw Star Wars art? That's gonna be cool. I might hit that up too. I might make some Star Wars art too. That's a great idea. The funny thing about me and Star Wars is that I used to own, for some strange reason, a collection of Star Wars holiday shirts. I just liked them so much in Kohl's. And it was like the Stormtroopers and just Darth Vader in different scenarios. Like I had the Stormtroopers in a sled, Darth Vader as Santa Claus. It was a weird set of t-shirts. I held on to them forever. I was just interested in them. I might make some art like that. Like put them in Grant Park or something like that. Put them in front of the Buckingham Fountain in Chicago. Like, if that's what that's called. I think it's called the Millennium Fountain. I don't know. I think they renamed it, but the big fountain in Chicago. Put them in front of the Sears Tower. That's no longer called the Sears Tower. Thanks, Bronson. It's probably her red hair. Oh, she has more brown hair. Maybe it's the red that she... I don't know. SNES also made some Friday Night Funkin' art of me in the style of the girlfriend. He made my, the thumbnail. I love it. And he made the GIF that we have in our server. Oh. Pretty sure that the GIF was SNES. Yeah, it had to have been. Almost certain it was. Okay, we're at 399 seconds. Doing pretty good. That's cool, Tayshawn, that you're gonna stream Kirby. As much of a Kirby fan as I am, which you guys would never know it because I've never streamed any Kirby on this channel, but I own a ton of just Kirby merchandise. A ton of merchandise from Kirby. I love Kirby. Kirby and the Crystal Shards is my favorite Kirby game. That's probably the nostalgia talking. I wish they would bring that mechanic back. Bring back the mechanic where you could, sometimes talking and playing this is challenging. I wish they would bring back the mechanic where you can combine power-ups. That was so cool. But unfortunately, the guy that designed that mechanic and implemented it and made games where that mechanic existed, he passed away. So the odds of us getting that back, I think, are unfortunately slim to none. I always wince at those springs because more often, all right, we're coming for you, Hammer Bro. Trounced. This level has a lot of unusual pits in it. I knew he was gonna follow me. That was funny. I'm like, I don't know if that Hammer Bro can make it, but I bet you his ass can. He's gonna find a way. I love the silver warp pipe. It's my favorite warp pipe. Alright, let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh. I don't know what that... Monica? A Monica mod? What do you mean, Tayshawn? Monica from what? Or is it Monaka? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I have not thought of cosplaying Poison Ivy, but I have seen Poison Ivy. That looks pretty cool. Alright, we're down to 10 people, so we're gonna attack the person with the most coins now. I think we're gonna get number 1 again here.
Do it!
Yes!
Get that number 1!
We are.
Get it! Get that
I'm probably gonna do one more match after this one, and then call it for the night.
Yee.
We've been talking about how quick people are to, for example, they love Pandora and Spotify, and when people find an artist or a song that's a lot like a song they enjoy, they're excited. But if anything even remotely resembles or has anything in common with Pokemon, people are like, oh, it's a Pokemon ripoff. It's criticized. The thing about Buzzy Beetles that you have to remember is that they are flame resistant. They will not even resistant. They are absolutely fireproof. Okay, get over here. Hammer Bro, it's hammer time, and not for me, but for somebody else. Mike says hello.
Hello, Mike.
I was telling them about the Pico animation and how cool the gun looks that you've completed. But that's all I said. I didn't say anything else.
Thank you.
Of course. I can't say anything else. My lips are sealed. Alright, we're going to Castle 2-4. Here we go. Oh, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, no. That's gonna be one hell of a mod. I gotta play that. Oh, are we here just to suffer? Thank you for letting me know that, Tayshawn. That's funny. I did not know that they made... Oh. Alright, Hammer Bro. Get your ass out of here. Murdered by a Goomba! Yeah, that's alright. At least I started off the stream with like 1-1-1. We're good. We know I can do it. Alright, we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna call it for the night. Do people even remember the Yokai Watch games or Was it just the show that was popular? That's a great poll question, Red Derp. I would be interested in putting that in our bento box polls. I myself would like to know. I think I played the game first. Mikey, you would remember. Did I play Yokai Watch before I watched the anime, or was it the other way around?
I think we watched the anime first.
Okay, but we knew the games were coming, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that the franchise was coming, and I really liked the advertisement for it. I was really interested in to get it. Like, I was open to wanting to get into Yokai Watch. I think I even made Yokai Watch art before I ever even watched the anime or played the game. I liked the aesthetic that much, just artistically. And so I watched the anime and then intended to get the game and then did, so. But that's a good question into what got people into the franchise, into the series. It's probably a little unusual the way I got into it because I wanted to be into it. I saw it and was like, this looks like something I would enjoy. This kind of reminds me a little of Pokemon, but different. And tastefully different. Really interestingly different. Yeah, 1-1 is easy, but you want 1-1 in this game for competitive purposes because it's great for resource farming. And if you want tips and tricks on how to play Mario 35 and how to do better and how to get into the top 10, obviously my last 2 matches have been me talking, but early on in the stream I've got a lot of tips and tricks on things you can do for resource management, like time and coins and when to jump, when to fly. Just kidding, you can't fly in this game. But time flies. You can rewind back to the beginning of the stream, and you can catch those tips. So, I had a lot to say about how to succeed. I've kind of spent the rest of the stream just pointing out how to implement them and where to implement them. So, before I got deep into a conversation about Pokemon-esque things. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. The theme song is stuck in your head, Spark. Okay, Amy, that's interesting. You played the game, but you haven't seen the show. I didn't complete the show. I got further in the game and gave more time to the game than I did the show. I probably watched a couple episodes. At least 5. I watched at least 5 episodes of the anime. Alright, Goombas, we're ending on a number 1. Alright, I'm gonna focus now. We're taking home a victory. This is gonna be it. We're gonna win. We got 19 people left. I would say Mario is number 1, but I got a lot of Sonic content on this channel. I have a lot of Sonic content on this channel. I often have to remind people I grew up as a Nintendo game player. That's why I'm streaming Sonic. That's why I have so much Sonic content, because I'm a Nintendo fan. But I did not grow up with Sonic content. I mean, I did, but not, I didn't get the opportunity to play the games like, a lot of people. I had just Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, and Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube. Well. Aw, you want a Sunday night draw? You want a drawing stream? More of them? I'm glad that you enjoy them, Mike. That means a lot to me. I enjoy co-hosting them. Okay, here we go. I didn't even know they came out with a yokai movie. Had no idea. Like I said, it's one of the reasons I love streaming. You guys just tell me so many things I just didn't know. Okay, we're down to 13, so we're gonna kick it to the most coins now. A little early, I usually wait for 12, but I'm good. I want to knock somebody. Actually, I'm gonna keep it on random till we get to 12. I'm gonna stick with my guns. Stick with my methodology. 12 or below, then you could switch it over to most coins instead of random. Notice how, even though I'm not going to be in those spaces, I always pay attention to the areas of the screen I don't make any intention of being, because enemies still spawn there, and every second counts. So anytime you have a chance to grab with your fireballs an enemy that otherwise you would not have gotten by jumping it's a good win. It's a win. It's a good day. Like that, I have no plans on being down there, but I'm still gonna throw fireballs down there. Oh, I know, it is a shame that this won't be around much longer, isn't it, Ralph? It's driving me crazy. Especially since I've been beasting all the people. Like, I'd love for people to have a chance to get better longer than just 1 month. Come on. Alright, Bowser, get out of here. I took that shell to take Bowser down. Are you kidding me? The Goombas should have gone down with him. Okay, we still got, okay, 8 people left. We're gonna switch it to most coins now. We're gonna kick the shell at Bowser. No, we're not, because he's gonna find a way to trump it. Okay. Took care of that. And as I am getting these coins, because my time's not being attacked, I'll go ahead and unload the entire coin box. If my time were being attacked, I would probably get 3 or 4 hits and then just keep moving. When your time is being attacked, when it's turning red in the right-hand corner, that means it's important to just keep moving on, because you have to prioritize killing enemies over gathering coins. By the time I'm down to 2 people, I like to have minimum 200 coins, so if I can get to that sooner, that's better. I also want this game to be around for a lot longer. I'm trying to complete my icon decks. I want the entire set of icons. Alright. I know it doesn't make any sense to me why they're getting rid of this, but you guys have heard me say that. Ooh. Oh, I knocked it back that way. Rookie mistake, don't do that. There's another Axel tip for you. Be careful not to knock your mushroom away, because it's worth a lot of seconds, it's very valuable. Don't knock it the other way, you won't be able to retrieve it. Don't jump that too quick, you will die. Ooh, 2-4, I'll take it. Again, I'm thinking about spaces I won't be. Anytime I can knock a Koopa shell, it's another, like the fireballs, it's another great opportunity to go ahead and, oh, that was dumb. Okay. It's another great opportunity to collect seconds in a space that I wasn't in. There we go. Ooh, 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 ah, ow. Fireball.
Yum, yum!
Okay, well, there goes Bowser. Almost thought you had me, didn't you, Goomba? Yeah, Amy, you're right. It is weird that Tetris 99 gets to stay. I never even really thought about it like that. You're absolutely right. That is strange. Strange, isn't it? Oh, I kicked my own ass! I'm so good at this game, I kicked my own ass! Yeah! Oh! There's no one better to kick my ass other than myself! We're on a whole new level now! Okay, make sure you get this mushroom when you play stage 5-1. Again, great opportunity to chain. Okay, we're gonna grab the fire flower and then go ahead and just start tearing through. Rip and tear. This game becomes Doom Eternal real quick when I get a fire flower. Especially when I can do this. Nice. Boy, if you're still out in the chat, you're probably like, Axel, you did not just compare Mario to Doom Eternal. Another star! We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Again, you're gonna want to take the spring at a run! It always makes me really nervous. I used to die. I've still got PTSD from that damn spring. It used to be my eternal cause of death. Just perpetually dying because of the spring. Got that coin block. Our time's not red, so we can go ahead and grab those coins. Oh, as soon as I say it, time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, showtime. Man, with 7 people no less. I'm gonna go ahead and attack my attackers just to make sure it's not me who's just being attacked. Okay. Grab them. Grab this fire flower, jump, and lurch. Lurch. Hand it over. Let's go. The time sink gets more aggressive the longer the match goes because they want you out of this lobby. You're competing for time at this point. And the longer it goes on, the faster this time starts to fall. The harder it is to keep it up. Okay. Like I said, when you start running low on time, you don't want to empty that coin box. Alright, there we go. Because you don't have time. You have to prioritize, at this point, enemies. Okay, we got 360 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Gotta prioritize these jumps. Prioritize the chaining, prioritize the enemies, and where possible, take advantage of every superstar that you can. Take advantage of every POW block that you can to get the most massive amount of boost for your clock. Your clock is what matters here. Somebody's about to have a very bad day. I just sent them like 3, 4 Hammer Bros and a Bowser. Enjoy! Send it back to me if you must, but don't let it hit your ass out on the way. Never mind. Don't let it hit your ass on the way out the door. I just stood there and took that. Oh, bullet bill to the face! Get out of here! This bullshit. Okay, we gotta be quick. I can't stand here for long. Get out of my way! Make way, I'm coming through! Yes! POW block, make way! I'm just flying. We gotta go. We gotta go. This is yes. Oh, that was ass! Is this the one with the no, it's not. I don't want POW block, give me. Come on, I can't move forward until I feel certain. Please be the end of the level. Oh God, I only have like, I gotta be careful. We're down to just 5 people and I only have 67 coins! No, that was a waste! Axel, come on. I can do this. I hate this. This is it, I gotta keep this fire flower, I'm damned. You're gonna watch me make some interesting decisions now that you haven't seen all game. In that my time is running down, but I have to prioritize coins because I don't have any! Oh, it hurts! Oh, what the fuck is with this hammer bro? This is crazy, I've never seen a hammer bro up there. No! Oh, I let that happen. I lost it, I lost it, I lost it. We're gonna do one more. I'm not ending on that note. That was good, but we're not ending on that note. Nice job, Martin. Good job, Zozo. We're not ending on that note. Let's go. We're doing one more, okay? One more, and then we'll go to bed. One more. My palms are sweaty. My knees aren't heavy, though. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Thanks for that, Mike S. Goombas are living chestnuts. I'm gonna roast them chestnuts. All right, we're gonna take home the #1 spot tonight before we go to bed. All right, we'll start by building up our coin shares. Go ahead and build up this time with some nice chains. Grab the secret mushroom. Hit the Goombas where they deserve it. We're gonna roast the Goombas. I just mash those buttons. I throw fireballs to the right. Just out of habit. Doesn't hurt. Never know when a Goomba will walk into the frame. Okay. And jump. It wasn't your fault. A piece of brick was sticking out and Luigi tripped! Sorry if you guys heard the microphone. I think I touched it by accident. Alright, well, we're gonna use our time. We still got 22 people, so we're not gonna switch gears and start focusing on the person with the most coins until we've got about 12 people remaining. So... okay. Okay, small chain, small chain. We're gonna go up here and then grab this fire flower. I'm gonna use that Goomba to get up there. No, I'm not, because I missed my opportunity. So I'm gonna have to manually jump back up a little bit here, get some speed, jump, and take. Now we wait for the next lift. Throw some fireballs over there in case some enemies might be waiting. And then we're gonna see if we can just go ahead and hit up 1-1 again. We'll chain these Goombas. Very nice chain, easy chain. Take care of that piranha plant. They're never really an obstacle as long as you've got a fire flower. It may look, to those of you that may just be joining the stream, it may look like I'm Fire Mario, but I promise you, I am in fact Luigi. Now I'm Luigi. You can see I got hit, so. But I'll be Fire Luigi here in just a second. Boom. And now I'm confused for Mario again. Go ahead and collect these coins while taking out these enemies. It's an easy, just two-step process. Simultaneously, just mash those buttons. Jump, jump, jump. Are we down to 12 people yet? Nope, 16. 17 including myself, 15 now. Awesome. Welcome back, Bronson. I'm sorry your Wi-Fi wasn't working, but I'm glad you could rejoin us. You just missed us talking about Pokemon and franchises that Nintendo is not bringing back, and we don't know why. People's mindsets when it comes to things that are similar to Pokemon, and it often is met with a negative reaction, but strangely enough, people oftentimes meet other things with a positive reaction. So that's kind of what you missed, just in a nutshell. And I gave more tips and tricks on how to play this game. And, of course, we spent more moments mourning the fact that after this month, it's all gone! No! Don't even get me started. I'm not even ranting. If you want to hear the- No! Nope, don't do something stupid. If you want to hear the rant about them getting rid of this, you can watch the first video in the playlist for this game. Back when I was not nearly as skilled either. I don't even know if I had any skills when I first started playing this, other than what I remembered from, you know, I mean, obviously I've spent many years playing this game, but it's different when you play this game the way it was intended to be played versus competitively. Whole different mindset. It looks the same, but it's not. It's not. That's a great question. My favorite characters are My favorite characters are definitely Ludwig and Yoshi, and then Luigi is my favorite Mario brother. But my top favorite Nintendo characters are Yoshi and Ludwig. I love the Koopalings, I'm a huge Koopaling fan. I wish they would do more with them. I want more Koopaling merch. I would love just a game with just the Koopalings, honestly. The way they did with, like, Bowser's Inside Story, I'd love to. It's weird to me that they said that just came out and kind of retconned that Bowser's not their father, but, you know, okay. At first, it was hard for me to wrap my head around that fact because it's like, it's been that way for so long, but I guess they clarified that it's never really been the case. I think, personally, they were just making so much money with Bowser Jr., and Bowser Jr. is cuter to the Japanese people, so therefore Bowser Jr. is Bowser's only child, because the Koopalings are not cute enough to be Bowser's children! You didn't make enough money, Koopa kids! You're relegated to, you don't have a dad anymore, Koopa kids! You didn't bring in enough money for us! Nintendo, sincerely. Okay, grab the mushroom up here. We're doing good. We're gonna switch to most coins now because we're below 12 people. We're gonna start taking out resources for the person with the most coins. It might be me, but I can dish what I take. I can take what I dish. Okay. Send this, oh, damn. Nice little chain there. Ah, what a waste. Especially since I'm about to be off this screen entirely. I'm about to take advantage of this. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can get Big Mario, because I can't access all the coins if I'm not. I'm gonna take one more chance and do another reroll. Come on. I want to be able to reach all these coins. I thought Birdo might be one of your favorite characters, Papa Cat. I keep getting stars! What a waste. Yeah, now at the end. Well, we must move on. I love it when enemies fall from the top there, and then they spring, and they end up hitting you mid-jump. Never fails. I've had it happen to me so many times. You love Pink, Gold, Peach, and Gold Mario, Tayshawn? They are really freaking cool. I love the Gold Mario amiibo. Gold Mario is really neat. I think Metal Mario is awesome. I also love the soundtrack in Super Mario 64 for when you get the Metal Mario hat. I think it's freaking fantastic. Okay. No enemies will stand between me and my bank. There we go. I'm like, why can't I get this damn star? Okay, jump. Oh. Aw, Vivian is fantastic. The 1,000-Year Door was such a great game, but you knew that. You knew that. We all knew that. Not really sure why I used an item there, why I hit the roulette, but I guess I wanted a fire flower. I'll live. I like it for the peace of mind. Okay, let's send a Koopa Shell through. Use these Goombas as stair steppers, and jump. Okay, this is a great chain that we just started level 1-1 off with. You know, honestly, half of this game is just getting really good at level 1-1. That's the first step to building your abilities, to getting closer to that top 10 coveted spot that you want, and eventually to number 1. Like, to get number 1, you definitely have to know the stages and have to know the secrets, but you'll stand a fighting chance at least beating out a lot of people, even by just being good at 1-1. So if you've not picked this game up today, it is free if you've got a Nintendo Online membership. It's just a great place to get started. If you've never played it before, just get really good at 1-1. Learn where the secret mushroom is. learn where you can get your stars. Great, just get a feel for the muscle memory of where to jump to create what I call rhythm, when you can just kind of press the back and forth. Get really, you know, that's another tip I haven't really talked much about tonight, is getting used to the, I won't call it a D-pad, because it's, I mean, I guess it is the D-pad. It's the Switch's D-pad, but the buttons that are supposed to be a D-pad, at least for me, they're buttons. But just getting used to when to press the left and right really helps, because you can create a rhythm there that allows you to jump up the staircase near the end of level 1-1. In other levels, the staircase is in most of the levels, if not all, well, you know, all of the main levels that aren't castles. And that allows you to just save precious seconds. Anything you can do to shave off seconds from your time is what you ought to do. So time becomes a priority, because look at right now, my time is getting attacked. It sucks. And especially while there's still 7 people left, it's not something I like to see this early on. I prefer to see that time getting attacked when we've got like 3 people left. It makes more sense to me then, but we're not going to 7-1, but we're going to 7-1. I'm attacking my attackers in case, just in case, that's why my time is being attacked. Okay, I can't even get up there. I'm not even gonna try to get up there. I could technically stair step my way through this and get, yeah, lots of, see, that's the problem. It's hard to do that in this level. Ooh, oof, that's a lot of hammer bros. Oh, but there we go. I'll take it. Okay, and end level. Great. Alright, there's 6 people left. We're gonna attack the person with the most coins, because at this point, I'm not being attacked. I'm not being singled out. We're all under a time penalty. Sometimes, if you stand still for too long, your time will go down, so don't stay in one place for too long. That's kind of a beginner move, but nobody really spells this out for you. So in case nobody spelled it out for you, notice that I didn't get all those coins because my time is under attack. I don't have, at this point, the reaping phase for coins, it's over. Like, you can still pick up a few here or there, but unless you knock somebody out personally, single-handedly, you won't be getting any more big boosts in resources, because you have to keep moving to protect your time. You gotta focus on things like chaining, I gotta focus on things like stars, I gotta keep that time up. Because otherwise, if you lose your time, that's it! The coins don't matter! You need your time. So I'm only gonna get a handful of these, and I'm gonna keep moving. And this is a great level, and I know from experience this is a great level to get a star on. I'll keep re-rolling because there's so few enemies with the piranha plants that it's best just to... There's a lot of jumping. There's a lot of obstacles in this level, so it's not a nice open plain. So it's best just to use your coins here so that you can just keep moving. Because my time is being attacked, I want to get through this level particularly as fast as I humanly can. So, oh, thank you. Whoa! Holy shit, JD! JD! I looked over and I saw that name and I saw that number, and I'm gonna get right back to you on that in just a second. Ah, I'm trying to win here, JD. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the donation. You did not have to do that. I was not expecting that at all. I keep hearing donations go off. What is going on? I need to keep my eyes glued to the screen. Oh, this is like a test of my willpower here. Must focus. Must focus. There's 4 people left. I gotta, holy shit. I hear donations going off left and right. What in the world just happened? Oh my god. What did you do? Another one! What is going on? What in the world? Are they going off all at once? Mikey, has there been like some kind of error? Mikey, can you check that for me?
What?
Mikey, has there been some kind of error with my donation notifications? Or did I just get like a whole bunch of donations? Oh!
It sounds like that. It looks like it was an error.
Really?
Yeah, was it just, is it spamming you?
Yeah, it's spamming me with donation notifications.
Yeah, no, that's not right.
Oh, I'm like, really?
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
not,
like, there's no way some people, I'm like, that's unusual.
That's not right. Yeah, no, it's fucking up.
Yeah, what in the world is going on?
I don't know.
It's like messing me up.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, guys, it's not a donation frenzy. Like, I'm still really grateful to all those people because they're donations that I have actually received in the past. But none of them are real at all.
I mean, they were.
I mean, they were. They're not like real like right now. They were very real.
Yeah, for some reason, Streamlabs is like, hey, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Remember these?
Yeah, remember these? In case you needed reminders that you have a lot of support, here you go. Thank you, Streamlabs. I still appreciate it, even if it's not.
You got Art Hammonds earlier, right?
I did get Art Hammonds. Yeah, I think. Yeah, my notifications have just. They're not. We've received.
Is it really gonna go through all of them?
It's going through everything.
Oh my god.
I think we're gonna go ahead and end on that note.
Yeah.
I wanted to end with third place, but Streamlabs wants to remind me, hey, you don't need first place to know that you're supported. Good job, Scraps, level 180. I definitely can't complain, although I can't read that. Ka. It's Ka something he. That's tall.
Kanae, Bito
Kaeru.
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 Kanae, Bito Kaeru.
Kanae Bito Kaeru. Something like that.
Kanae Bito, it's Kanae Bito Kaeru. That's what it says.
Alright, guys. Jot had the same problem a bit ago, Doom Boy. Well, thank you for letting me know. That means it's probably a Streamlabs refresh. We're probably experiencing a server refresh
Oh my god, it's still going.
Time to sleep like a baby, Munchlax. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been fun. We'll do this again next week. Tomorrow, you can come back for Friday Night Funkin'. Appreciate y'all being here. Get some rest. Papa Cat. This one goes out to you. Snorlax mode time, Shanice. I'll see you guys there. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for all the support.
Bye.
Bye. Woo! It's a me.